yo, what's up, B? You know what I'm saying? Keeping his family in here. Yes! Y'all know I got to say my shit. Yes! Yes! Come on. Yo. Southern boy. What's up, y'all? It's Fuzz Jaxx, IMFJ.com. We back once again for another super dope interview. We got my man Nicolay in the house, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Trigger Mike in the area. What's up, man? What's been good?
It's been good, man.
How you been,
good to
man?
see you. I've been all right.
It's good to see you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So we're gonna get started, man. So I'm sure everybody wants to know, when did you find your first love for music?
Wow. I got to go really far back for that one. I think that I first started really loving music in when I was a kid. When I was like 5, 6 years old, my mom would play records a lot. It was still vinyl at the time, and I was just really fascinated with the concept of listening to albums. You know, just picking an album up out of the shelf and just playing it, and just looking at the cover. You know, reading. Later on, I wasn't reading at the time, but later on, reading, you know, liner notes, what label, who was involved with it. So I think it was through that I really discovered that I love music, was through the records that my moms used to play when I was a kid.
That's what's up. And then that's what kind of, I guess it kind of slid you over to wanting to pick up instruments and just trying different things. And
yeah, it was that. It was like, you know, I think like every guy, you know, you pick up a guitar because you think like that will get you girls, right? So it's like that's, you know, how I think every guy gets into music. So I picked up a guitar first when I was you know, a teenager, just wanting to, you know, learn some songs and stuff. And I guess I really just like, you know, the activity of making music. You know what I'm saying? Just the feeling that it would give me, just to learn how to play a song. When I first started picking up the bass, like I used to listen to a lot of Prince songs and try to figure out how you know, how that would work and how he chose to do his bass lines and stuff. So I just I started picking up stuff from records, man. Listening to the Beatles, listening to Tribe Called Quest, everything in between. You know, I've always listened to like a lot of different music. I know you do too.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know, a lot of different stuff, whether it's jazz or hip hop or funk or even classical or rock or folk. I've always tried to take whatever I felt was nice in it, you know, or good in it, and take that and learn from it and put that in my own music.
That's what's up. So for everybody that doesn't know, you want to kind of touch on what Foreign Exchange movement is?
Yeah.
How that started?
Well, the Foreign Exchange is originally the group that I started with my man Fonte, who a lot of people know from a group called Little Brother.
Shout out to Fonte, by the way.
Yeah, shout out. You know, Fonte is one of those like quintessential North Carolinian artists, I think, that really, you know, helped kind of put North Carolina on the map. And him and I started the group Foreign Exchange back in 2002 after we met. Online, we met at a website called okplayer.com, which is the website that the Roots used to own and run. I think they still do to this day. But him and I formed a group in 2002. We finished our first record together in 2004, which was Connected, and we released that without ever meeting at that point still.
That's crazy.
So that's why a lot of people know the story. And we've been a group ever since.
That's what's up. How was the transition coming from the Netherlands over to here? Like when you finally got settled, like how was that for you?
It was pretty crazy. I mean, it was, you know, I knew that I wanted to come here because I really wanted to pursue music, you know, and the Connected album had done really well, especially here in the States. And I knew that if I wanted to give it a serious shot, I had to come here. And so I came here in 2006 and, you know, tried to really kind of get a footing and try to, you know, make a name for myself, do a lot of shows, both locally as well as, you know, nationally and internationally. And I've really tried to make the most out of it, you know, these last couple of years by just being as busy as I could be and working as much as I can.
Grinding it out.
Yeah, man.
No doubt. Let's go back to you traveling and touring. Where are your favorite places?
Wow.
I'm sure there's probably a bunch, but
Yeah. And I'm gonna get hate from the
you
people that I don't shout out right now.
if you could name like 2 or 3, like off the top of your head, like
Yeah.
what do you say like it's been your favorite?
Well, the first favorite by far has got to be Johannesburg in South Africa, which I'm not just name dropping that just to be like exotic or
Right.
whatever. Like it was really that
It was really
crazy.
dope.
It was really just it was really the first time for us that I think we came to a market, quote unquote, where we didn't know there were that many fans, and especially in Africa, which is already such a it's such a big deal that we went there as a group. You know what I'm saying? That alone was just such a big deal. And to know that we played Johannesburg and there were like 1,200 people or something like that, and they just knew all the lyrics, knew every note of music. That was really great. Paris is always really great, man.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
just to play, they got like the funny thing is in Paris, like they know all your lyrics, but they don't know a lick of English like beyond that. So while they totally get like what you're doing when you're playing a song, you can say like put your hands up and they are lost. Like it's real funny. Like so like your normal stage banter, like you know how Fonte does a lot of stage banter.
Yeah.
You know, as you would.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like all of that you gotta kinda when you tour like places like that, you gotta cut that. You gotta not you can't depend on stuff like that or any sort of references to like pop culture or American sort of media.
They'll stare at you.
Yeah, so that was really but Paris was a great vibe. I really love New Orleans is always.
Oh yeah.
New Orleans is always a good time because we it's just one of those cities, man, where they know how to party.
Good vibes.
Oh yeah, great vibes. So we've been blessed, man. I mean, we've been playing at a lot of really, really fantastic places for a lot of cool people. So if I had to pick a few, those would be it.
That's what's up.